Hi, this is Movie Hunter. Be sure to watch this video to the end because today I'm going to tell you about a very interesting movie with a surprise ending called Facebook. Here we go. Fall 2003, Boston. Mark Zuckerberg, a 19-year-old Harvard student, is discussing with his girlfriend, Erica, his dream of being accepted into one of Harvard's elite clubs. During the conversation, Zuckerberg, unknowingly, insults his girlfriend by belittling her intelligence and future prospects. After listening enough, Erica decides to break off their relationship and leaves him, predicting a successful career and a complete lack of friends. A distraught Zuckerberg arrives at his dorm. He gets drunk and writes an insulting post on his LiveJournal blog about his girlfriend. He calls her a bitch. Then he gets the idea to make a site where students could compare and rate pictures of different female students. Mark hacks into the databases of various dormitories, downloads photos, names, and, using the algorithm suggested by his friend Edward, creates a page where students can vote which of the two girls is more attractive. The website created instantly gains popularity, which could not but excite both the girls themselves and the university administration. At 4 hours, the source of trouble was discovered. The university administration investigates and awards Mark a 6-month sentence. The popularity of the project and the fact that the student created it in one night, and also on his drunken head, attracts the attention of the twins from a wealthy family, Cameron, Tyler, and their business partner, Davey. The trio hatched the idea of creating Harvard Connection, a social dating network exclusively for Harvard students. They ask Mark to work on the code, and he readily agrees. And the act of creating a dating site leads the gifted programmer to the more serious idea that they want to create not at all an elite, but a general student network where members can enter the most diverse information about themselves, communicate, and so on. This network would be called the Facebook. Mark persuades his close friend, Eduardo, to invest $1,000 in the project and become its CFO. After talking to his friend, Mark throws himself into developing his website, and in the meantime, he stops meeting with the twins and freezes the creation of Harvard Connection. A few days later, Mark finishes the project with Edward, who has been invited to join Phoenix, the university's elite club. They send a mailing list to all its members. The news of the new social network does not slowly reach Divya, who in turn runs to the twins and announces to them that Zuckerberg has stolen their development. Out of anger, the brothers try to contest his patent rights with the help of a family lawyer, but to no avail. Meanwhile, the launch of the site creates a furor across campus, making Mark the most popular person on campus. As a financier, Edward decides that it is time to monetize their project, but Zuckerberg does not want such a priceless asset to be a platform for low-grade advertising. Edward is comfortable with his partner's opinion, until he sees a letter from the twin brothers' lawyers accusing the protagonist of stealing intellectual property. Mark assures his friend that he took care of the problem himself and never stole the source code from the twins' website. The popularity of the new social network has made them incredibly famous and desirable in any company, especially with girls. However, despite their frenzied interest, Mark is still interested in Eric. Do you like the movie script? I'm sure you're very interested in it, and to learn about cool movies, subscribe to our channel, like it and turn on the bell. One day he spots her in one of the clubs and takes the initiative, wanting to start a conversation, but she stiffly puts him in his place, not wanting to forgive the guy's vile remarks. Zuckerberg then offers to expand his network to Yale, Columbia, Stanford, and Boston University and hires a couple of guys to join his team. Meanwhile, the brothers and Divya realize that the lawyer's threat hasn't worked and decide to appeal to Harvard's president, but he is unwilling to go along with it. He sees no point in disciplining Zuckerberg. At this point, Eduardo arranges for him and Mark to meet with advertisers, describing his product to them in color, but he sees no support from his friend. At the same time, Edward's girlfriend throws them a business dinner with the scandalous creator of the music network Napster, Sean Parker, who gets all of Zuckerberg's attention, suggesting that he move in a direction that will bring their project billions of dollars in profit without the use of advertising. Edward, on the other hand, doesn't believe the paranoid guy who, in his opinion, is full of nonsense. But nevertheless, one piece of advice from him is accepted by the creators of the Facebook. They remove the from the name. The name of the social network is now Facebook. After a momentous meeting with Sean, the guys officially register their project, after which they argue about further development. Mark, inspired by Parker's speech, decides to go to California to continue the expansion and find new investors, while Eduardo wants to go to New York to meet with potential advertisers. During a meeting with him, Mark learns what Eduardo has done. Zuckerberg immediately calls out his friend and rebukes him for his betrayal, saying that he has put all their work in jeopardy, but quickly softens his tone and asks Eduardo to return to California to sign the investment agreement. Eduardo believes that he and Mark have resolved the conflict. He signs the papers on the distribution of shares in the company, but realizes that he made a mistake when he discovers some time later that his share has been reduced from 34% to 0.03%. On this day, he not only ceases to be with the founder of the company, but also Zuckerberg's best friend. Eduardo leaves the new office, promising to sue Mark, while the number of users on the social network reaches 1 million. At night, Parker arrives at a party to celebrate Mark's success and goes to a separate room with some of his students, where he tells them about the new features of the social network, after which the girls go berserk. One of them lies down on the table and unbuttons her blouse, while the others start pouring the well-known powder on her chest. Afterwards, the young people are interrupted by the police, who arrive and detain everyone. Worried, Sean calls Mark and tells him what happened, but Mark indifferently tells him to take a break, then hangs up on him. He realizes that Eduardo was always right about she, just as Erica was right about Zuckerberg. He twirls a credit card in his hand that reads, "I'm the boss here, bitch." All of the following events are shown as flashbacks to 2 closed court hearings. In one of them, Eduardo speaks to Mark's claims about forcing him out of the company, and in the other, the twin brothers accuse Mark of stealing their idea. Marilyn, a junior defense attorney, informs Zuckerberg that she will not settle the case because the Facebook founder's sordid details and Zuckerberg's heartless attitude make him look like a cruel and heartless man to the jury, which he, in fact, is not. In the finale, Left Alone is reminded of his breakup with Erica, which started it all. He sends her a friendship invitation on Facebook and updates the page endlessly, waiting in vain for a response. In the end, the twin brothers were compensated $65 million and received an undisclosed amount. Also, his name was restored to the list of Facebook founders as a co-founder. As of 2009, Facebook had 500 million users in 207 countries. At the time this video was recorded, Mark Zuckerberg's net worth is over $77 billion. Facebook has more than 2.5 billion users, and the company's reputation, like Mark's own, is only getting worse by the day. However, Facebook has recently been renamed Meta, which is how the manager of the corporation plans to clean up his sordid past. And this video is almost over. Subscribe to our channel so you don't miss new interesting movies and watch our other videos. Have a great day.